Fantastic. I mean, that's a really great way to lead into the next question, actually, which is I want to dive into your approach of effective communication. And let's start off with what steps or exercises one needs to take.
If we're talking about coaching, we need the permission. Fear is a morbid anticipation. So I let them know that any sort of campaign that I will place them on is 10 times harder than learning a second language. So we put that in perspective. Secondly, as you can see behind me, I'm a collector of vintage machines. This is a 1961 Rocola Regis in my private candy stash. Downstairs, I have the largest collection of American pinball and retro arcade machines. So prior to a first training class, Joseph, we start with recess. At my dinner, we start with dessert first. Why? So it reduces stress. People can start bonding instead of just absorbing. Now in class, they're contributing. People are laughing and having fun. They're playing games that are older than they are and they've never tried before. But it gives them a medium. This is a neutral environment to recharge batteries, to not go outside, have a cigarette, isolate yourself on your phone. The best way to reduce attrition is to make best friends and to have some fun and have people to go to lunch with. And so when I'm scaling and onboarding people, all I'm doing is adding to their momentum. I'm not taking any credit. What I like to do is remove any sort of bad habits that they may have. They never worked at a center before. That's even better. They could be a squire to a knight. Since English is their second language, my good friend, I'm always expanding on their vocabulary. So we focus on the thesaurus. I can give them similes so they can sound more diplomatic and strategic. They don't sound so rigid and hedge on the phone. And so by having these checkpoints, investing in something that they can practice outside of the office, which I can see this growth. It's something that's only going to make them more money and more marketable, and maybe even avoid any sort of miscommunications.